Hey y'all, it's your boy Night Soil. What's up? We're checking out Assuredly False Game of Thrones plot spoilers and leaks. Yes, because you can't get enough of them. You're gonna even look at these just because they're gonna be false, which makes them true. Yeah. Now, we're here with the Mesilla Park Artistic Cooperative. I'm your boy Night Soil. You know what that is. And that's how we're gonna be today. Check it out, season 2. Oh, no. Season 8, episode 2, y'all. Season 8, episode 2. That's how HBO does this stuff. They sneak their information around. They make it backwards on you. So it says ultra top to bottom secret. I don't even know what that means. HBO execs only. I guess that means what it means. And, episode 2, season 8, there we are. You ready? You're ready for this assuredly false Game of Thrones plot spoiler and leak? Silicon Valley faces a heat wave of unprecedented volubility, despite the record low temperatures being observed in the high-tech conference room, where a certain Mr. the Night King was failing to impress the executive he needed to impress to save his company before... It was too late. The heat of his algorithm was only surpassed in magnitude by the coldness of Daenerys' stare. Enter the Night King and Daenerys. The Night King. So you see, it's an algorithm that functions heuristically, allowing for the best of the worst of both processes to shine through. Daenerys. Is that it? ... Honestly... You slept with 3 of my unsullied secretaries to get this meeting, and all you can do is provide a play on words? ... That means emphasis, by the way, y'all. ... That's emphasis. Her finger extends itself from her hand downward to the desk, hovering just above a flame-colored button, which no one has ever seen, pressed and lived. The Night King... It's that I love you. That's why I appear incompetent. Just like your name is a Roman currency, infatuated means to make oneself dumb. She pressed the button. She hates liars. The Night King stole Jon Snow to get all Oberon with him, breaking her heart. Shocking revelations, y'all. Shocking revelations. He's trying to shop an algorithm. Let's check out scene 2. Check it out. The cramped $2,000 a month Palo Alto bedroom rental was so filled with smoke that light could not enter for fear of violating its drug testing employment policies. What does, however, appear from the swirling bank of foggy mist is a tremendous bong of dragonglass, itself shaped like a sword, with either side of the handguard, with the pommel location, were cherry red bowls, smoking hot. The first 2 lateral pieces being somewhat smaller, ruby images of the third. A blurred face is taking a hit. 3 hands from 3 different bodies all reach out from the smoke and help her carve the dragonglass piece. Cersei Lannister coughs vigorously before rocking back onto her back and kicking her legs into the air, rainbow socks flashing through the screen. And she rights herself and she passes to the left to her dog, the Hound. The Hound hits that blazer and 3 other arms reach out to help him carve it, and we realize everyone in the room has nothing at all to do today because the Night King was trying to get it in with Daenerys, and their work on the heuristical algorithm was pretty much done. The Hound. Smoke coming from his mouth for the entire length of the scene. No coughs. Guys, come on. Adjust this. Guys, come on. What you are failing to realize is that we, as a Hollywood-educated populace, labor under the misapprehensions foisted upon us by writers too dumb to know how dumb they are. This is called being smart. I'm not smart. My brother is smart. For example, Occam's razor actually says non sunt essentia praeter necessitam. Whoops, forgot the multiplicanda there. Anyway, it says don't make shit up, like God, as in God ate my homework. Beric Dondarrion, hey, Melly Mel, can you spark me off? The sword went out. Melisandre reaches to the sword with 3 fingers aflame and straight sparks that shit. She gets the pipe and Beric is discussing Kant because he is teasing the Hound from working directly from Joseph Campbell, and everything is fine in the world until Littlefinger enters, opens the door, and smoke whooshes out and wraps itself around him, an ardent anti-drug activist. He coughs and coughs and coughs before finally asking, "Hey guys, what you doing?" The room falls silent, the sword sheathed into its scabbard. Cersei, I'm going to go and do woman stuff in the bathroom, y'all, and no, that's not an invitation, Littlefinger. Peace, y'all. Deuces. The Hound. Cersei is going to show me how to wax myself down there, south of King's Landing, so I've got to jet y'all too. Beric and Melisandre look to one another, look at the reviled Dorkopotamus, Littlefinger, look back at each other and take off their shirts, grossing him out to the max, so he leaves, friendless per usual. Oh, Littlefinger. Scene 3. Arya Stark knew not how to think of the figure wreathed in shadows standing before her. She was approached, after her graduate seminar in advanced black hat chicanery, asking to see if she'd ever thought, maybe, about hacking an election here or there, as her father, Ned Stark himself, had been hacked to death. She was initially disinclined, but the wreathed in smoke figure seemed to at least persuade her into getting into his jet night black limousine. He claimed to be from the government. He claimed to be the hand of the king, but she decided to play it naive to see which government was implied and whose hands were attached to what king. Inside the limo, Tormund Giantsbane relaxes corpulently, being fed grapes by Miss Brienne of Tarth. Tormund. Ah, yes. Welcome to the winner's circle, kid. By getting into this creepy limo with a bunch of strangers, 2 of whom are nude, you are moving up in the world for sizzle. He was actually clothed. It was Brienne and the figure in smoke. Incidentally, that was naked. Wow, it's a sinister limousine scene. Let's go to scene number 4. The shot opens with a wall of triple-laden blackboards. A madman kicking them from side to side while working frantically, incoherently, until a fateful moment when he reaches his golden artificial hand up to the board with its special chalk attachment, shattering his last piece of chalk against the board, and the scene pulls back to show him in an empty lecture hall. Utterly alone now that his Canadian girlfriend officially left him for his ex-girlfriend, who is his sister, she ruins everything, he stated to himself, sloughing out of the room in a huff to watch research important pornographic videos in his endowed office off the T3 connection. Sizzling hot. The Mountain enters the room. In his official role of university janitor, with the grace of a ballerina, he sweeps the floors and empties the trashes. On his way, with an air of embarrassment for needing to correct Professor Lannister's work, yet again, he who is considered to be less than a simpleton sets to the chalkboard, moving in a furious flurry of motion. Scene 5. But who didn't see that it was the Mountain all along, correcting Jaime's work? Yeah, I saw that. I saw that from way back last season. Scene 5. 2 remaining dragons slouch around the park, surrounded by a variety of Society for Creative Anachronism players, enthusiasts, whatevs, doing their level best to fulfill their obligation to the nerds who contracted them for their bodies, while they, themselves sought to be recognized for their abilities as actors. Thusly, the scene reveals the dragons secretly trading Shakespeare lines for the in the park auditions happening too soon, but adjacent to the current activities, thankfully. It's a charming moment for the marginalized and typecast critters. Then, reality rights itself, with either dragon getting carried away with the emphatically blowing fire, melting the director and the casting staff for the Shakespeare in the Park production that they were about to audition for. And not to leave that sentence with a proposition, but unfortunately, that's how we're going to leave it. Scene 5. This episode's only half an hour just to mess with y'all. Yup. Wasn't that shocking? Where do y'all think it's going to go? I mean, we've got dragons melting people in the park, doing Shakespeare in the park. We've got Society for Creative Anachronism players. They've got magical swords, y'all. They've got magical swords. I've been to the park. We've got the Hound learning how to wax himself. We've got a love quadrangle, maybe, with Jamie, Cersei, this Canadian chick no one's ever seen, and someone unyet named. We've got Beric and Melisandre making out. We've got Littlefinger. What a dork. It's amazing, y'all. It's amazing. But that is what we do here at Assuredly False. Game of Thrones plot spoilers and leaks. I'm your boy Night Soil. Night Soil in the scene. Coming at you with the freshest leaks. Peace, Mesilla Park representing.